Do you believe that your wife should have male friends, and does your wife believe that you should have female friends? Or how do you guys handle that in your marriage?
Yeah, I'm gonna handle this very carefully and with care because this is like a hot button topic, and I don't know why it's a hot button issue, but it feels like it is. But to put it plainly, I don't believe that male and female, like if you're married, your friend that's a male is your husband. And I really don't believe in close male friendships in that way, simply because in reality, what friendship with a male, like what does a male bring to the table that a female doesn't in terms of friend? Like you're not going to be talking about going shopping with your homeboy, like like realistically,
Right.
it's not common unless he is of the kind of man, you know what I mean? Um, you know, so and then vice versa. Um, I don't feel like I have very much to do with other women. I don't have anything in common enough to be close friends with other women. Maybe and then the way I define friendship too is that's also a thing that can be different too. So the way I define friendship is a little bit different than I think what most people are. To me, if you're my friend, you're somebody that I talk to frequently. You're not an acquaintance. You're somebody that I'm texting, that I'm messaging, that I'm checking up on. And so for me, I don't think it would be appropriate for me to be doing that for the opposite sex. And then along with, and I know I'm talking long with it. I'm so sorry. I'll finish with this, but also I feel like at the height and the level that of where I'm at currently, I have to protect myself in that way. That I don't want there to be any chance for misrepresentation. And the Bible says like not to give the devil any kind of foothold. So
Come on.
there's too much at stake for there to even be that kind of misrepresentation of that and misconstrued. So I try to live above reproach in that way.
That's good. What about you on this one? Cuz
You know what? I think you can be. And here's what you have to do. Number one, you gotta have an honest conversation, right? I think when you do get married, you got to sit down and have a variety of conversations. What's acceptable, what's not, and there's also boundaries. Um, my wife has a good male friend that we became good friends, and I think me and him are better friends than him and her, right? And so I do believe that long as there's boundaries set and they're all understood, everything that you do can be resolved with conversation. If you have a conversation and you feel like it can't be what you want, then no, you shouldn't have a female best friend or a male best friend because, like Jimmy said, my best friend is my wife, right? There's nothing that I don't tell her that I feel I can tell somebody else. You know what I
mm,
mean? Now, and I believe the same thing for her as well to me. And so again, as you grow in your marriage, grow in your communication, grow in your relationship, you can set the boundaries as you go. And you can also say, listen, if you don't want it, that's fine. And you got to make the proper precautions. Tell people, hey, you know what? I feel that there can be something that the enemy can come in and kind of put us under. I do believe it should be somebody that you haven't had a previous physical relationship with. You know what I mean? And so there's no female on this planet that will usurp Tiffany's position ever, even when I'm with her physically or away. You know what I mean? So, and I believe the same for me. So I think if you had a conversation, you can be okay. I mean, but to each his own. I mean, everybody has their own way of going about getting information or starting from a starting point that it's not going to happen. But I believe that you should have a conversation if there's something you think you want.
yes.